Alright, so here's going to be a review on the CCM Revolution Trapper, or Catch Glove, whatever you prefer to call it. This is a eFlex 3 reskinned to have the Coho 590 graphics. And yeah, so it's a 600 degree break, double T pocket. It seals quite nicely. I've only had it for about 4 or 5 weeks now, and I was just at a stick and puck. So yeah, it has a speed skin material on the entire face of the glove as well as the T. But I did notice it's different style of speed skin here. You can kind of hear it. Here it's still a speed skin texture, but it's less abrasive. So I think it's like a different type of speed skin, or it could be like a different style of Gen Pro. I don't really know. Something else I also noticed is that the nylon lace that's actually in the pocket is quite loose, which I do like because I usually do skate lace pockets in all my trappers, but it's quite loose, and I've noticed that it actually kind of dampens the puck, almost like it feels almost like a waxed lace, but like a really tightly wound wax lace. If you guys are wondering what I had previous to this, I had a Brian Genetic 2, I believe, with Sub-Zero 2 graphics. So it was basically the entire innards were the genetics, and then they had the Sub-Zero graphic on it, but still had the double T and the break angle of the genetic. And I do like this break angle a lot better, and I feel like I play more towards the side of my body and in front, but I can easily kind of rotate my hand, and usually once they come in close, I kind of rotate my hand upwards. And for those goalies that play like almost like a fingers up style, this glove will work nicely because it doesn't really, the break angle doesn't really want you to have your hand like this or like that. So if you like your hand fingers up and like facing, it's a good break angle. I did notice my other goalie on my team, he has a Extreme Flex 3.9, if I'm not mistaken, and the palms feel different. Like, I feel like this one's he started using, because he bought his before tryouts and never used it the entire season. But once I got this glove, he decided to use his, and I feel like his is more snappy almost. Like, I feel like the palms are different. I don't know why, but like I know with Goalie Monkey, their Goalie Monkey exclusive gear, like I know the Reactor 9000, if you got a Goalie Monkey exclusive like color scheme, you get a pro palm in it. I doubt this is similar, but I feel like they did add a little bit more because I don't get very many stingers. I do get stingers, yes, but that's with very hard shots. Today I was at a stick and puck with junior A players, midget AAA players, and yes, I did feel a few of them, but that's because they hit either here. I don't get anything at the thumb, but like if it hits bottom of the pocket, like when you squeeze in and it hits you here, you feel it. Or if it hits you directly in the finger protection, because you can tell when it's gonna hurt. If it hits and drops, then you definitely feel it. But I noticed with this, it tends to funnel pucks into the actual pocket, because if you do notice, most of my puck marks are all right here in the Thumb Pro, and then a few up here, and all the rest are in the pocket. It tends either to deflect them directly in, or if it hits somewhere like here, it'll, like, I don't want to say drop, but it kind of like deadens almost, and it kind of like, you can close it almost around it. So if you guys are wondering relatively how big the pocket is, it's a fairly decent sized pocket. I'll put a racquetball in it for scale. and it can roll around and do whatever it wants. Not everyone has racquetball, so I'll just grab a standard size Wilson tennis ball. And it still rolls around in the pocket, so it's a fairly decent depth-wise pocket. But I do notice with this glove, it's hard to keep it open. Like, second you close it, it wants to go like that. I mean, whenever I did not really break it in, but all I did is close it shut. I noticed when I opened it, it would be like that, and I have to push the T down, make it somewhat presentable. If you guys look here, the cuff is like completely detached, but there are two like almost buckles going down right here and right here. And the more you cinch these down, which is the actual wrist thing, the harder this comes down. If you guys are wondering how the glove opens up, it's not as good as a Warrior glove, but it does open up fairly well. It has sure grip on the inside. It has two inside straps with the pinky holder right here, like the Gen Pro pinky spot that you have. I don't know what you call it, but it's the thing that wraps around the pinky. And then they have the Gen Pro thing on the other side. I wish it was the blue Gen Pro, but it is black. I don't know why, but it's the way it is. It's a one-piece cuff, and it's not like a one-piece cuff where it's the two-piece that you can actually see back here that's joined at the front with a single piece of Gen Pro. It's a true one-piece cuff with a single piece of, I don't know what it is, like plastic or something that joins it together through here, and the plastic ends here. It starts up again there. The T-bar is really rigid, and I noticed that there's like this is like, you can't really, yeah, here you go, you can tell here, it's indented there, and it kind of goes out here to make like a really rigid T-bar. Like if it hits here, it won't ever like, I noticed in my last glove it wasn't really a rigid T-bar, it was more of a softer T-bar. I'd sometimes get hit here and it would fold in on itself. This one is either hits and deflects in, or hits and the puck deflects up. I've only had a couple where it hits and like kind of dies, but it's super stiff T-bar. Like it's a single piece, I believe, of like some sort of plastic or polycarbonate on the inside right here. And then right here there's like it's like almost like a dual layer. It has a little bit of give to it, but not very much. The T is constructed nicely. They join the double T differently, because I used to relace all my gloves, and I would basically see how this is laced. I would lace it similar to the center. It's completely different the way they do it. They kind of like twist it around itself. But I mean, one thing I wish it did have was, I know from factory if it did have a skate lace, that'd be nice. But it's an entry level glove. I do play high tier hockey, and I don't feel anything in games. So, I mean, every once in a while in any play situation, practice, game, stick and puck, you are gonna feel something. You just have to suck it up, and if you felt it, that means you stopped it. Because the only time you're ever gonna feel something is either if it hits you directly in the pocket or in the palm, which is a good thing because you stopped it, or if you get something in the backhand protection, which doesn't make any sense because you shouldn't be like stopping anything back here. But yeah, opens up nicely, closes nicely. So I hope you guys like this type of content. I'll keep on doing it. And yeah, see you guys next time.
Church.